frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can save the guy. 3 turns, live off the board, unlike...
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the Jet sweep. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You want this?
Now Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On second and 11 now. Newton. And that's incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Lets it fly for Thielen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
55. Right there. 55.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Antonio Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's able to find Diggs. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Diggs has it. 22 yards there, a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check it back.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Gay missed it. Pulled it off to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Ready? 780. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 20. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Great. Deuce. Shift. Watch the shift.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big time pressure.
Gets past one man. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Newton. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Newton on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
41 Mike.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
Newton throwing again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Throwing again. Newton. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, 4 down. Gun. Hey, 4-1 Mike.
Express. Check football. Mike 41. Mike 41. Come on, D. 41.
Out of the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brandon Carr.
Intercepted by the Jets. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Newton. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, 49ers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And able to follow his center and pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. They'll run on 1st down. It's White taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Trubisky. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
This is McCaffrey, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Set. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Newton.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we actually live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Newton to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Now wait. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Trubisky. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Trubisky to throw. On the comebacker, complete. It's Lamb. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So they were in field goal range, a chance to get this one to OT. Got a little greedy going for the win, cost him the game.
Not just a little greedy, now a little lost because of what ended up happening. Just what you stated there, they're in field goal range. Instead of getting conservative, they decided to press it, maybe try and win it right now. Instead, the whole thing backfired.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing is Newton. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football. He's coming.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now it's Newton. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now.